And welcome to the home of the Buccos since 2001, PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Kansas City Royals and the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Pirates continue their incredible hot streak today as they attempt to secure their 16th straight win right after this. Francisco Liriano will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Boy, this guy was unbelievably good in this last one. Struck out a ton of guys in an amazing performance, and all of his pitches were working. Let's hope he brings that A game back with him in this one.
Now at the plate, Alcides Escobar. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Alcides Escobar.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Trying to bunt his way on to open the ball game, but he misses it for strike one. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that one-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a slider on the inside for strike one. Freese makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. Freese behind a ball and 2 strikes. Liriano has a reputation, or a knack if you will, for working himself out of tough situations when he finds himself there. A lot of relief pitchers are known for that, obviously, but as a starter, that's certainly a valuable characteristic to have.
Matty V, and I'm going to tell you who likes this. The bullpen likes it, and the manager likes this, because most pitchers are going to get into trouble at least 1 or 2 times during the course of a start, and it's nice to know as a manager that you have a guy that's out there that can pitch with men on base and wiggle out of some tough jams. This guy's made a living doing this in his career.
And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. But the throw is well up the line, and he scores easily.
Wow, we're only 2 batters in, and they're already on the board. Leadoff man has a solid at bat, roping a single. Then the man in the 2-hole delivers an RBI that gets a run across. Always nice to get a lead this early.
He's set, and the pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, D-Row. One inning, he'll be given that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't get much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you could see some definite confusion on the face of some hitters today. Questioning in the strike zone. One pitch is a strike on the outer half. The next time it's a ball. Kind of a little cat and mouse with the umpire when you should be focused on the pitcher.
In the dirt. Throw goes to third, and he's called out on a close play at third. 1 out, nobody on. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. Moustakas has it. Throw on to first, and Gordon is retired here for the 2nd out. A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, we'll see if Lorenzo Cain can get it going. He's really been struggling, hitting under 200 over the last 10 games. He doesn't usually go into these long droughts, but right now he's truly in one. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Marte is under it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. A run for the Royals on the RBI double. On to the bottom of the first, and KC's off and running. It's 1-0. John Lester is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Kansas City. Dan, any thoughts?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Here's Starling Marte. First shot for him here, and with the season winding down, he's closing in on a league batting title. Now the first pitch here from Lester. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses. Strike one. These Kansas City Royals entering play this afternoon, guys. They come in trying to put together a complete ball game as they've lost their last two.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
Oh. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. Grounded back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. Ready now, number 23. Carries a batting line in the 280s to begin this one. First offering on its way. A shot down the first baseline. And that's through for a hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over.
Well, you come right out of the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
Giancarlo Stanton now. It's been a big season for him in the power department. Closing in on a home run title. Strike one to start the at-bat. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone, but if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
Now a swing and a miss, and Stanton is down on strikes for round number 1. Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup and how they continue the winning streak.
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
McCutchen, playing here in his age 31 season. He was selected in the first round back in 2005.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He is
notch one in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
Great job there by this power hitter, known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
He's set. Here it comes. Cut fastball inside. Ball 1. 2 out with the man at first. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1.
Nope,
and that one stayed too low, apparently. Hit high and deep to right center. Hart sprinting after it. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. A run on 2 hits, and they lead. So stepping in, Monroe, Marshall, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. Here's the first pitch to him. A dangerous changeup left high, but called for a strike.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, there's a bullet down the right field line. That had double written all over it, but a great job by the right fielder to cut it off and keep him to a single.
Nice aggressive turn by the batter right there, but hats off to the right fielder to keep him from getting the scoring position.
And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1.
Not a bad take there on that first pitch. Not a real good idea to go up there looking for a changeup to hit. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
And a good job to lay off the fastball. They're close, but it's 1-1. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. A ball and 2 strikes to the Royals catcher. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Time for a look at the Buccos on D. And let's take a look at Starling Marte, another one of those super athletic outfielders of the new regime. Ability to cover ground, can play multiple positions in the outfield and hit in the middle of the order.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Fouled away. Liriano sets, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Marshall stands at first with 1 out. Count still at 1-2. Now another 1-2. And that one just missed outside.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on a two-seamer running away, but either way, it worked out well for him. That's a well-thrown pitch, though.
Fouled off. Now a move over to first. Runner back standing. Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. Hit out towards second. Fielded by Moustakas. Reyes. And the return will pull the first baseman off the bag, so they'll just settle for the 1 out.
Took a pretty long time for the shortstop to receive the ball that time. So that gave the runner plenty of time to bear down on him and take him out. Hopefully everyone's okay down there.
First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
Well, no one really likes getting plunked by a pitch, but as long as it doesn't do too much damage, most guys will take it any day. A free pass can be a big deal if the guys behind you can make it hurt for the pitcher.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a big...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Logan Morrison sitting out last night. From the out. Open stand. He was a first-round pick back in the draft.
An absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name.
Popped him up. Here comes Gordon, and this will land foul. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2. Line toward the alley in left center. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. Around second. He's on his way to third. The relay throw, and he is in there.
Yeah, everyone knows this guy's been having a great year at the plate, but he's not exactly a gazelle on the bases. But he turns on the jets here and makes it all the way to third. He might need an oxygen tank, but hey, he made it.
So a definite RBI spot here. Runner at third, 1 away. And stepping in is the shortstop, Jose Reyes. First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Reyes, a native of the Dominican Republic. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues.
Yeah, you said it, Matty. Nothing else has to be said. In order to stay in this game 16 years, you have to be a great talent, a great teammate, and have the ability to adjust and evolve as a player. So hats off to him.
Possibility here that could get them out of the inning. His guy's an early lead if he can come through here. Lester will check in on first, and he'll be back in standing up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
First and third, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side, he's got to be looking for a mistake up in the zone that he can drive in the air and pick up a sac fly at the very least.
Runners are at the corners with one man out. Pirates pitcher at the plate with a 1-2 count.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute to hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
And he pops it up. Gordon is in now to put it away, and that'll keep the runner from tagging. Here's Starling Marte. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And he fouls this one off. The 0-1 pitch. And he misses with it. 1-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. After it is Kane. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Pirates strand a couple. We played 2 full innings, and we are tied 1-1. The Steel City skyline on a nice day for baseball in Western Pennsylvania. Happy to have you back on the show.
Hitting out for the Royals.
Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Here it comes. Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike 1.
You could tell he had made up his mind in the batter's box that he was taking that one with him. Great execution of a changeup. Kind of spoiled his plan right there.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Moustakas ranging into shallow right, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Here's David Freese to stand in. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. And the changeup is way low that time. And Liriano's ready. Here's the 1-2. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Missed with a slider. Two out, nobody on. Two and two.
Ball two.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Looks like Liriano's got it working now, and it remains. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, number 23, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. First pitch of the at-bat. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Late that time for a strike.
That counts 1-1.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
2 balls and 2 strikes the count of the Pirates catcher. Hard on the ground towards short. There is Escobar, and that's the first out.
The right fielder, number 27,
Giancarlo Stanton now looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. 0-1 the count.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on. Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
What a well-executed pitch right there. Just a little bit off the corner right there. Got a great hitter to go a little bit outside his zone.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power. You don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, they might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on.
Full count. 3-2. And he misses again here. It's ball 4. And that's back-to-back walks here with 1 away. So now Carlos Santana 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch coming. Here it is. The fastball down near the shoe tops. Santana playing here in his age 31 season. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. Stanton at second. McCutchen is over at first with 1 away. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
But this is hauled in by the second baseman.
First baseman number
Digging in to try it again, Logan Morrison. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First delivery to him on the way. To first. Reined in. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday. Afternoon following this. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Corey Hart. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Corey Hart.
First pitch on its way.
Nope.
And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Ball 1, no strike.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Well, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in the 4th.
First baseman.
So striding forward now, Monroe. Marshall, he singled his last time up. First offering on its way. Sinking liner toward left. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
1-0 the count. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. In the dirt, and now let's see. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Popped him up. Morrison has room in foul territory, and he brings it in on the warning track. Striding in, Lorenzo Cain, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. From the stretch. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. Here's a fastball now that's hit softly down the line to third. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
You know, Dero, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're trying to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Here's one hit softly down the line in left, but this will be foul. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third. So
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Strand a pair. On to the bottom of the 4th. Tied 1-1. Stepping into the box, Mike Moustakas. He set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Now the first pitch here from Lester. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. Even 1-1 count to Moustakas. Now the 1-1 pitch. And it's fouled away.
That's
And he
ball
won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2.
2-2.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And he makes the throw to first. Moustakas is retired, and there's one away.
Number 7.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. First delivery to him on the way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Now a curveball ripped down the left field line. That's a fair ball. He's through first and hustling for second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hit streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A high fastball is in there. Reyes leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Hey, sped him up, slowed him down. He's got him down 0-2. I think he could pretty much go anywhere right here. I'd be surprised if anything misses over the heart of the plate.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Francisco Liriano goes down for out number 2 in the bottom half.
Well, you know, AL pitchers must love pitching in NL ballparks because all of a sudden they're only facing 8 legitimate hitters in the lineup instead of 9. Kind of makes you wonder why any free agent pitcher would ever decide to pitch in the AL, doesn't it?
A 1-1 count to the Pirates leadoff hitter. 2 out here and a runner at second. Fastball hit on the ground is short. Escobar has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Next to hit will be the pitcher, John Lester. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
John Lester.
Here's the first pitch to him. Big tilt on the slider, gets a swing and a miss. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussion at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Moustakas fields it cleanly, and a good throw gets Escobar at first as the bunt for hit attempt is foiled. Riding in once again, David Freese. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And the pitch. In there at the knees, strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after 2 great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Striding into the box, number 23, a hit in 2 tries so far.
Third baseman, number 23.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
Escobar with a sliding stop in time. And what a vital play there, preventing the leadoff man from getting aboard. Digging in once again, Giancarlo Stanton. It was a walk in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope.
Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
And that last pitch was number 74 for Lester in this one. 2 balls and no strikes. The count to Stanton.
Talk about certain guys in the lineup that you want to be really careful with. This guy right here is one of those, and you can tell he's pitching awfully cautiously.
Popped him up. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out. Ready for another chance. Andrew McCutchen. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes. A 2-0 count to the Bucs center fielder. Three and 0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And he'll just float a change in here now for a strike. Now a big swing, and this ball is crushed. Forget it. Long gone. Home run. It's a solo shot off the bat of Andrew McCutchen. Home run number 39 on the season for him, and it gives the Pirates a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys, but he's getting hot here in September. That bodes well for him and his team as things crank up in October. We'll see if he can stay hot when it matters the most.
So now Carlos Santana. Swung on and hit in the air again, deep down the left field line. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. No hits to this point. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. That fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, the pitch count keeps climbing and climbing and climbing. And this is another example of they're really making this guy work in this one.
Yeah, that's the grind right here. You put your hard hat on, you try and find a way to get into that bullpen.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a ball yanked down the right field line. And that's a fair ball heading out toward the 320 sign in right. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now. So this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
Stepping in now, Mike Moustakas. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Kane will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Pirates get a run on the McCutchen home run. We're through 5 here this afternoon. It's now 2-1 Pittsburgh. Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
And they'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball.
You can tell his eyes lit up at the plate right there. He was not able to control his emotions. Stay up the middle and keep that one fair.
And he's safe at first, so he's aboard on the drop third strike.
Boy, this is an absolute gift for them, especially when they've had so much trouble getting anybody on base. So now the leadoff hitter is aboard and might be looking to run. They've got to do whatever they can to get some offense going.
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals, Corey Hart. First pitch of the at-bat. Down the third baseline. And there's his first base hit in this one.
Now batting, first baseman, Monroe.
Digging in and looking for more, Monroe Marshall, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he misses inside with that one. Ball one.
Well, the Royals have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
A ball and a strike. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the sixth. 1-2 now. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. Gordon over at second. Hart at first. One gone. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Oh, now what you want to be doing on 2-0. Back to 2-1 now.
You see that swing right there? You know what that tells me, boys? That this pitcher is doing his job right here. But also the offense is obviously not picking anything up today.
3-1 to him now.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. Yeah, guys, this is clearly one of the bigger at-bats of the ballgame so far.
Yeah, Matt, bases loaded. They're looking to finally get that clutch hit that's kind of been elusive all day. They've had some hits, but they just haven't hit when it mattered.
From the belt, the pitch. Grounder down the line at third. And this scoots under his glove. Oh, what a time for that. 1 run scores. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Hey, that makes this one a lot more interesting here in the middle innings, Dero. After being down by 1, big base hit drives in 2.
Yeah, that could be a huge knock right there, Dan, especially the way the bullpens have been throwing. They've been nasty. There's a lot of fuel out there, a lot of fire. Doesn't bode well for the offense.
Here's the Pirate skipper up out of the dugout now on his way to the mound. And that's going to be all for Francisco Liriano. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision. Jared Hughes takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Before the first pitch, a check at first. Just keeping him close. Into the box, Jeff Cole. Yes, he'll take a look at ball one. And they're runners at the corners now. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Boy, and that's about as bad as you can fool a guy. It's 1-2. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2. Next up for the Royals, the pitcher, John Lester. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Digging in, the switch hitter, Jose Reyes. He doubled his last time through. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Runs up to bunt here, but he missed it for strike 1.
Tried to drag butt himself on there. Didn't work, and he probably won't try it for a second time, but the defense still has to respect it.
1-1 the count now. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2. (3-1) the count to the Pirates shortstop.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you got to find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it. But to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
Peter Borges will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 10, Peter Borges.
Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Only play is to first, and a great job there off the bench as the sacrifice is successful.
He tried the surprise attack there with the bunt with a runner on base. Hey, he gets thrown out, but it works just as good as a sacrifice.
Here's Starling Marte, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm a bit surprised to see the bullpen inactive right now.
Yeah, I'm with you, Matt. Even though he's pitching okay, I do think you have to look at what he's given you and realize he's probably approaching the end of his rope pretty soon. Last thing you want is for things to start to unravel and not have a guy ready that you can turn to.
Reyes, the runner at second with 1 away. Popped him up. Cole backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Digging in, number 23. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Fouled away. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. 1 left for Pittsburgh. They trail 3-2. Back here in Pittsburgh, Royals leading this one as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do so, let's take a look at our game summary to this point. Justin Wilson is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 37, Justin Wilson.
Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop.
Leading off for the Royals, shortstop, Alcides Escobar.
He's set and the pitch. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Throw to first is going to beat him, though, as they're able to thwart the bunt attempt.
Well, he was planning that before he even got in the box, and he got it down, but it wasn't quite good enough to put him on board.
Here comes the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
That's the third time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
He's set. Here it comes. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to Alex Gordon.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Not too often do you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton will get the first shot when we return. It's the Royals 3 and the Pirates 2. Wade Davis gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Wade Davis.
Giancarlo Stanton now. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. And a changeup right down the middle.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
1 and 2.
Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He went deep last time up.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Comes set and the 0-1. Here's a drive by McCutchen. Hit well out to deep left field. That one is out of here. This game is tied. A solo shot here to left, his second of the game, and the Pirates have come back to tie the game at 3.
Wow, with that blast, he will gain entrance into the elite 40-40 club. 40 homers, 40 stolen bases. Only a handful of players in Major League history have accomplished that. If he's not the runaway MVP, I'd like to know why.
Pedro Alvarez will come on as a pinch hitter.
Number 24, Pedro Alvarez.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike one. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. The pitch.
That's a
ball one.
Tough spot in the game right here. You have a very close call that doesn't go your way. This is when you have to really regroup as a pitcher and go out there and try to make quality pitches.
And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Count even at 2-2. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Standing in now, Logan Morrison, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Played on the backhand. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on the home run. And as the Pittsburgh TV guys like to say, clear the deck. Cannonball coming. We'll march on to the 8th, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Pedro Alvarez will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out. Digging in, Corey Hart. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. For the shortstop, Reyes. Scooped up. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Into the box now, Monroe, Marshall. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. First pitch on its way. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. A good pitch there on 0-1 as this is hit foul over to the right side. Strike 2 now. 0-2. Here it comes. Down the line and fair. That's a hit. The relay, the tag, and he is out at second.
The batter, catcher, Chris Rivera.
So digging in now, Chris Rivera. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Cody Allen enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8.
Cody Allen.
Pitch on the way. And that misses for ball 1.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
Both teams with 8 hits in this one. Oh, and he had a hanger, but he missed it. It's 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. KC down in order. No change in the score. It's 3-3. At the plate, Mike Moustakas. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Fouled off. 0-1, here it comes. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. It was a walk in his last trip. First offering on its way. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses. Strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2. A ball and 2 strikes to Jose Reyes.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
The pitcher, number 50, Cody Allen.
Chris Davis will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Sean O'Sullivan enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning. Oh, an ugly swing there. It's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Popped him up. Rivera is there. And he brings it in on the warning track. Down in order go the Pirates. Score remains tied at 3-3. Gomez will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. In now, Lorenzo Cain, coming off the clutch 2-run single his last time up.
Lorenzo Cain.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Missed with a slider. Gomez, a right-hander standing 6'3". This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line in right. Therefore it is Stanton, and he's got it for the first out. Stepping into the box, Jeff Cole. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball. 1-0. A swing and a ground ball to third. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
The pitcher number 37, John O'Sullivan.
Arturo Medina will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 22, Arturo Medina.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
And he strikes him out on a good pitch, so 1 run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. Nothing doing here this half. All squared up and even in the Steel City through 8.5. The Pirates have a chance to walk it off. Kelvin Herrera enters to do the pitching, and best case scenario for him is to push this one into extra innings. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Starling Marte. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Here it comes. Now a bunt attempt here. And not in time, so there you go. The possible winning run is on to lead off the inning.
Number 23.
Hey, that's perfect execution of getting a bunt down for a single right there. Taking everything into account, all the variables. He saw the corners were a little pushed back, and he knew his job was to get on base and pass the baton. And now he sets up the boys as the possible winning run.
Before the pitch, a check on that winning run at first. But the runner's back easily. In now, number 23. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Possible winning run aboard here. Nobody out. He's running. Strike called. Now the throw down. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw. The 1-1 pitch. A drive to left. Get out of here. Get out of here. Gone. They win it. Santa Maria. So a solo shot down the line and left. And none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
Wants to be a hero and hit one of those walk-off game-winning home runs. So you know right now when he's getting mobbed by his teammates, he has to feel awfully good.
This one up tonight. It's time to show our appreciation for the man you see there, Andrew McCutchen. He's our tops player of the game.
He was one of a few guys that really swung the bat well in this game with a pair of base hits. He helped propel his team to a hard-fought win.
A one-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Pittsburgh Pirates post home win number 70 on the season. Genmar Gomez claims the win out of the pen, his first. Kelvin Herrera takes the loss, only his first of the year. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
4 runs on 10 hits, 1 error. They left 9 men on base. For Kansas City, 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 57 minutes. A reminder that extra tea service to the South Hills is available across the bridge at either the Wood Street or Gateway Center stations. 33X West busway buses are also available with service to Carnegie, Bell, Crafton, and Sheridan stations. Also, return trips to Station Square on the Gateway Clipper fleet are available outside the stadium for 1/2 hour after the final pitch.